Today, I wanted to talk about one of my sort of favorite it's more of a common, it's newer common quote expression, which is "It is what it is." I think most, if not all of us, have heard this, and it's become a just very usual answer for when we don't know something or we don't want to take initiative, and we just say, "Oh, it is what it is." Why is that? Well, it is what it is, and to some extent, yes, that's an obvious statement within the syntax of itself. It is what it is. Yes, that is implied by the structure of it. What we also start to do when we say this is to take our own power away from it. When we say it is what it is, instead of saying, well, I am not sure why it is this way. And I can see that it is that way. So I don't know why it is that way, and yet I can see it is that way. Has more of our own self in it and a way of working with it. Instead, what we say is, oh, it is what it is. It just cuts the conversation down and dead, and there's really nothing you can do because it's implied that it has been that way and will always be that way, since the fact is it is. But I actually don't agree that things are what they are. I believe that things have been what they have been, and what has been may imply what will be, but it does not definitively imply that. And so that is to say, instead of saying it is what it is, I believe it is what it has been up until now. And some people might again say, well, this is just semantics, what you're saying, and what's the real difference, and blah, and you're just trying to be contrarian. And that is not the case for me. I'm not trying to be contrarian. I just happen to be that way in other people's perspectives, not my own. And so why it really matters is an allowance for what may come that we don't know. And the fact of the matter is, we don't know what will come. We presume, we can calculate, we can suppose all of that, but we don't know. And so when we say it is what it is, the implication is that it will always be, because isness is defined in that way. And when we say it is what it has been up until now, it is saying that up until this exact moment, we know what has been, and we can see it that way. And that there's an openness to it may be another way. And what I really always invite when I work with people is to feel that, to sense that. So to sense when we say it is what it is, and when we say it is what it has been until now. And see, is there a difference in your felt experience of that phrase and of yourself? So for me, when I say it is what it is, I am very stuck. I can't move. There's no fluidity. It's very rigid. And when I say it is what it has been until now, there is more fluidity in my body, in my voice, in the structure of my rib cage. I can dance around in that, and that allows me to, I would say, to be in more relation with the world, because if I am very rigid, I cannot move through life very comfortably. If I'm more fluid, I can get into cracks, I can move around, I can be with this whole world around us. And this is partly what I'm attempting to do in these videos, is to start to recognize how our language and our ontologies, or another word we would say our frameworks, our understanding, our beliefs of what is, are shaping our relation with the greater good, the greater world. And by starting to shift our awareness, not at the level of thought, but at the level before thought of the sensual world, of the experiential world, as we can become more in tune with that, we have a whole new world, a whole depth that we have just been ignoring, because that is how the frameworks and understanding have been until now. That's not to say that that's how they are. That's not to say that they are what they are, they is what they is. It's to say it's what it has been. And as we start to experience new realms of that, new experiences come up. So similarly, what has been no longer is. So this is both incredibly complex and incredibly simple, depending where you are in that that place of struggle, that place of being uh, with concepts. And so I hope, again, this is helpful. And please know if it's not, and it's annoying, and it's difficult, that's a great place to be. It's a great place to be. So I'll see you at the next one, maybe, and we'll go from there. Have a super duper day out there.